Cameron Highlands is Malaysia's popular destination for cool weather, scenic hikes, and stunning tea plantations. But is it truly as dreamy as it looks? With mixed reviews, we came here to see for ourselves and share our honest review if it's worth visiting.
We are starting the day off here in Tanah Rata, which is the main town here in the Cameron Highlands. There are a few other towns around, but they don't really have a lot of infrastructure. Here's really where most of the hotels and the restaurants are.
Yeah, if you're coming to Cameron Highlands, this is definitely the place we recommend for you to stay. We were a little bit surprised about the state of some of the buildings. A lot of them look like they've seen better days, that's for sure. It's not that cute of a town, but really the thing to do here is nature, and that's where we're going to be spending most of our time exploring in Cameron Highlands. We just had breakfast at Hidden Lab, which was really cute. The staff is really friendly there,
Yeah.
The food was good, and we're fueled up for a hike.
It's gonna be 2 hours hiking through the mossy forests here, and then we're gonna have amazing views over a tea plantation.
Yeah, well, it's not actually the true mossy forest. The mossy forest, the only way you can go there is with a guide, but there are so many hiking trails around where you get a similar experience, so we're going to be doing it ourselves.
While there are some signs to trail number 10, they're not very, very visible, and at some point you really think that you're going the wrong way, but trust Google, the pin is correct, all trail pin is correct as well, and yeah, we're getting started now.
It's quite a start.
It's quite a steep start, but I think it's just the beginning. From what I've read, it looks a little bit intimidating, the slope up there, but then it gets better.
I'm so excited for the views. We haven't seen many people so far. It's quite a nice hike. Definitely some steep parts, but it's fairly easy. I mean, you've got kind of like natural stairs. We did see some monkeys, but unfortunately we were too late to capture it. But there were quite a few in the trees, and we saw one mama and a baby. So cute. I am so sweaty. I can't even imagine doing this in like typical Malay heat. Thankfully, it is a cooler climate in Cameron Highlands, and we're in a shaded area, so that definitely helps. Doesn't really stop me from sweating though. It's a lot of greenery. It's cool to hear all the insects and birds. It's quite nice.
So the path to the tea plantation, when you reach the top there, it's a left, not the right. The right reaches up to the peak where you have amazing views. It is pretty overgrown here. There's tons of plants that you have to navigate through. Just make sure you don't get scratched by anything that can hurt a little bit, or maybe even the long pants. Definitely beneficial, but still the views are amazing here.
Well, this is definitely an adventurous hike. It is pretty overgrown, not very well maintained, but you know, makes it extra adventurous. And the crazy thing is you can see our destination way off in the distance. Our end destination of the tea plantation, which looks amazing, but gonna have to go for a lot more jungle and plants to get there. I put on my sweater because I've already gotten scratched quite a bit by the plants, so I'm ready to keep going. So as we mentioned before, most tourists get a tour to the mossy forest, and that also typically includes things like a stop at a strawberry farm. And what we've heard is it's definitely a lot more commercialized. Again, as I mentioned before, you can't even do it by yourself apparently. You need a guide to go there. This is definitely more our style to explore on our own. Although, mind you, the hiking trail here is definitely not very well maintained. But if you're looking for adventure, this is the thing to do here. Woo! Oh, I'm tired. I am so excited to get to this tea plantation and to see those epic views that you often see with Cameron Highlands. After the jungly, steep area, there is a river, and once you cross it, thank goodness, it opens up. And apparently we ran into someone, they said that it opens up like this for a while. So I think we've reached the easier part of the hike. And thankfully, even with the sun out, it's definitely cool. There's a breeze coming once in a while, which is no wonder why the British liked it here. The entire area is called after Sir William Cameron, who was a surveyor that mapped the Highlands, and the British set up a hill station here because of the cool climate. They wanted to escape the heat, as well as the land being great for agriculture. I can't tell you guys how excited I am to get to the end destination.
So it looks like we got a little bit lost.
Maybe a little bit more than a little.
So up there, we had a choice to go either left or right. And we saw someone that we met hiking before, like turning right. He's nowhere here. I don't know where he is. But
he was a little bit ahead of us.
yeah,
but
he turned right.
that was wrong. We should have turned left.
But I see the Cameron Valley Tea sign over there.
I think it just adds about a half an hour more of walking, which,
Probably.
you know, extra exercise. And we got to pass by this village at the bottom of the tea valley, and
Look at
it's
this.
really cool.
That's so cool. It's like built into the mountain there. A very traditional village.
I love it.
So cool. There's a car there, so somehow people get here with cars. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
It looks really pretty.
We'll see. There's definitely a path somehow, somewhere.
It's so green. So vibrant. I love it. Uh-oh. I thought we could turn left here. It doesn't look like it.
No, let's walk into the village.
May need to ask people in the village for help.
Never mind. We actually found a walkway to the tea house 1 and 2, but there was a sign that entrance is only for people that paid the fee at the tea house. Well, we're clearly on the other end, so we'll have to get the ticket when we get there. I hope that they're not checking anywhere. But also, if you look around me, you don't see anything. There's tea everywhere, but no people. This is such a beautiful walk through the plantation here. Everything is so lush and green. Wow.
It's so quiet.
Very, very quiet. Hello.
Hello.
Honestly, when we arrived at the Cameron Highlands, we weren't 100% sure if we actually like it. Driving into the valley, there were so many strawberry farms, greenhouses taken over nature, some theme parks. It seemed very over-commercialized, let's say it like this. But during the hike today, being one with nature, walking through the valley, there were barely any people. That was such an amazing experience. Honestly, we can highly recommend that. And that really changed our mind and our perspective of the area here. Even here at the Cameron Highlands Tea Plantation, which is one of the, if not the biggest tea plantation in Malaysia, there are not that many people here. It is really peaceful to walk through and enjoy that really lush green. It is really amazing. I have never seen something like this before. This is such an amazing spot to take pictures.
It's so vibrant green. It's crazy. Like, I'm so surprised the camera's capturing the beauty the way that you're seeing it, because usually that's not the case, but wow.
Especially at a weather like this. There was a huge thunder.
Yeah, it's
So-
overcast, but somehow it's still vibrant
Yeah,
green.
I hope it doesn't start pouring. But yeah, we're gonna make our way now to the tea house. Because I
Fingers
need,
crossed it doesn't rain.
because yeah,
And
I
I
want
could
a
use a
tea,
tea.
100%. Yeah.
It's actually really good like weather for like getting
Yeah.
a tea. It's like I
Very
want something
cozy.
cozy.
That was one delicious tea. We had actually Cameron Highlands tea before, but I think that like having it at the source is even better. I think I have to get another box on the way out, and it's always convenient to have a few tea bags because there's always kettles at the hotel, and you know, instant coffee is not the best.
And you're trying to reduce your caffeine intake
Yeah,
from
substituting coffee caffeine with tea caffeine. I'll take that trade.
Well, hopefully we can get home before it starts raining. One thing that's very challenging in this area is transportation because there's no public transportation. There is Grab, but it's very hard to get. It can take 20 minutes and sometimes you can't even find a driver, so you're a little bit stuck. There are taxis, but again, difficult to sometimes get.
Yeah.
A tip if you're coming here is definitely get some numbers of taxi drivers so you're ready to go.
We got 3 numbers. We have not yet had to actually use them.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed that we'll be fine on the way home
And
because it's still thundering.
And we'll see how long it takes. Another thing about this area is there's traffic jams all the time. The traffic can get a little bit crazy because it gets backed up with all the attractions all on one road, so it can be crazy. It took us a while to get in when we came here with the bus, so we'll see. That is definitely a downside. It's hard to get around in this area, and I can see why some people say it's a tourist trap or it's over commercialized because there's aspects of that for sure. However, the way that we experienced Cameron Highlands, we really enjoyed it. We spent the day in nature. We hardly saw any people, and it was stunning.
It definitely was stunning.
And so we have a lot more coming from Malaysia, but that's it for Cameron Highlands. So make sure you subscribe and check out our next few videos. We have so much more exploring Malaysia, and we can't wait to show it to you.
See you in the next one.
Bye.